I'm Gregory from Astor Wines and Spirits, and today I'm going to talk about champagne. Champagne is a very specific wine. Champagne has to come from the Champagne region in northern France, and it's a sparkling wine that undergoes a unique process. The first step in the champagne process is a fermentation that yields an alcoholic beverage. The second step is a fermentation that puts the bubbles in the wine that we love so much. The second step in champagne has to happen in the bottle. Once the second step has happened, a little bit of sugar can be added to the wine. This is called the dosage. If there's no dosage to the wine, you'll find the word natural or naturel on the label. This indicates that the champagne is going to be very dry. The next level of sweetness is the most familiar, brut. Brut doesn't mean that the wine is sweet, but the little bit of sugar that's in there adds a little bit of extra body to the wine. The next level of sweetness is called extra dry. It's not extra. The extra refers to a little bit extra dosage that's added to the wine, making it a little bit sweeter. At this level, some people can start to sense the sweetness on the wine, but really it just translates into an opulent mouthfeel. One step up, it's called sec, which is very confusing since sec means dry in France, but this really refers to a wine that's not quite dry. Here, most people can tend to sense a little bit of sweetness in there. And if that's not confusing enough, there's demi-sec, which means half dry and really refers to a noticeably sweet type of champagne. Champagne is usually made from a combination of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir grapes, although other grapes can be added to the blend. If you see Blanc de Blanc on the label, meaning white from white, the wine is all made from Chardonnay. These wines tend to be kind of light, a little bit fruity and crisp. If you see Blanc de Noir on the label, these wines are usually made from all Pinot Noir. Blanc de Noir wines tend to be a little bit more robust, and they feature some of the red berry fruit that comes from Pinot Noir. There are two other main categories of champagne, vintage and non-vintage. Non-vintage blends are generally the base level bottlings from most big houses. The reason it's a non-vintage blend is because the wine comes from several vintages. The champagne houses do this to produce a consistent style. This way, when you buy a non-vintage champagne from year to year, you'll find a consistent house style. Vintage champagnes, on the other hand, are the product of a single vintage, and they exhibit the characteristics of that vintage. These are considered the highest expression of champagne from each individual house. Vintages in Champagne are less important than in other regions. Champagne grapes are harvested earlier so that the acidity in the grapes is preserved, yielding very fresh wines. That being said, some vintages are better than other. 1996, for example, is a great vintage yielding age-worthy champagnes. 98, 99, and 2000 all produce very balanced wines that are going to be great on release.